What's good? We live in this bitch. Yes, sir. Who we got in here? Media group with us coming to talk about some hot topics. You know what I mean? See what it do. What up?
What up?
Hey, what's up, man? It's glad to have you on here.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Hey, go ahead and introduce yourself.
This is J Ross Views Media Group. You know what I mean? Chilling with Off the Dome.
Hell yeah. Hey, quick question. Were you ever an artist yourself?
Shit, long time ago. Shit,
Oh, back in the day.
yeah. I'm talking from like 2006 to 2011.
Okay.
Yeah, way back then.
Hell yeah, man. How long you been covering music? Like, were you always a blogger or?
It's been about 4 years. So
And that's when you started the IG?
well, it was Facebook first. So
Okay.
I started doing I started doing like album reviews and song reviews on Facebook. Like the first review I did was for Kylie, The American Dream. And then
Yeah.
I started doing them like every week. And then I started a page, and then views from the tone. Then I started Facebook, and then it started
Yeah.
booming on Facebook. And then I started like I was like I need to get on Instagram, and then saying went to Instagram, and then just started like discovering artists. Linked up with Waves Movement. You know what I mean? He put me on a lot of artists. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Loud City. You know what I'm saying? Then I found out about you. So really, man, I just what I'm saying, just been putting in the work.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I heard of Loud City. Were they on before you?
Nah, I don't think so. Nah.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, let's get it started, man. I started my platform back in 2017.
Oh,
One day I was bored. You know what I mean? I started a Twitter. I already had the little East Side Twitter, and I just made something else. Cause I mean, I would constantly just tweet my SoundCloud links, tweet all this shit, and I would get love back. But I noticed that uh, Twitter is different than Instagram. You know,
yeah,
you could instantly share it on your page
yeah,
just like that. You know what I mean? So you gotta get the love back. So I started a page where I would just retweet everything, local artists, concerts, just when somebody dropped, you know what I mean, on SoundCloud, I would tweet the link at them, and from there it just kept going, you know. And so from there, I noticed that Instagram, I wasn't really on there yet, and then I noticed people were more active on Instagram.
yeah,
It's still kind of like that, but there's always more users on IG for some reason.
yeah.
And
Yeah. Instagram is way more beneficial. Like for real.
I guess it's the look of the app, maybe
Yeah.
the influencers or something about it. But Twitter, I think Twitter started before IG.
Yeah. Twitter's been around a long time. I think
It's just like '09.
oh shit. I think nah 2000 because I made a Twitter in like 2008. So
Yeah.
it's let me ask you this though. Like
What's up?
cuz you're kind of the risk taker for the blogs, right? You know what I'm saying? You're unbiased. How do you
Yeah.
navigate through all the beefs and all that situation? Like when you see a beef, you know what I mean? You repost it. How do you navigate through that? Like, do you ever get flack from doing that?
Uh, well, to be honest, it's crazy you said that. I mean, I don't know if this might be a shocker, but I've actually gotten like death threats due to some bullshit, but it ain't even. I don't know. It's just people young, just young hoodlums, or how do you say, juveniles.
Right.
But I mean, it wasn't even on no rap shit.
Yeah.
But as far as the beef, I don't pick sides.
Right.
You know what I mean? If I fuck with your music, I fuck with your music. If you got beef going on, and I see that might bring, I mean, because beef can be good and beef can be bad. I mean, it's good publicity. But when you start making death threats and shit like that, I'm trying to stay away from that. But I don't think we've gotten on that level yet in here. We haven't got on no rowdy shit like, oh, I'm gonna get you and shit like that.
So
It's more like just animosity or whatever type of feelings they got.
right. So let me ask you this, right? When you and I think you covered it. I think it's been on your page. When you see, when Rich and Southside went their separate ways, and you cover it, do they ever get mad at you when you post that shit?
Nah, I haven't received nothing, no feedback, cause like on my shit, when I at somebody, it automatically sends it in the DM
Right.
for some reason. Does it do that for you?
Nah, I mean, well, not yet. Like for me, I've tried to stay away from that lane because I mean that's not my
Yeah.
lane. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, like about posting controversy?
I mean, depending on what the controversy is, but
Right,
if it's potentially if it could end up getting into some smoke, I try to
right,
I try to stay away from that just because I'm not like world star say cheese where I can run
right.
with fucking
Yeah, I mean,
security.
I gotta be careful about what I post, man, because I've almost gotten banned. Uh, I think it was showing something not supposed to be on the guidelines, but I think IG sensitive and TikTok sensitive, but like on Twitter, you can post whatever.
And somebody just called us gatekeepers. Do you consider yourself a gatekeeper for the city?
To be honest, I said it in the other live, man. It's every man for themselves,
Right.
but people like me and you, we had an idea, and that idea was not to be like, oh, whoever I post, that's gonna be hot.
Right.
The people have their own opinion.
Yep.
Like my platform, it started off as a free platform. Like whoever reach out to me, send me their shit. It'll be like a mutual agreement, unspoken. You know what I mean? I'm gonna post your shit, and you show love on my shit.
Right.
But now that I ain't really rapping, that's really my side hustle.
Okay.
And
So and that's a good segue, right? So you charge everybody that wants to get posted, right? They ask you, hey, can you post?
yeah, and I won't, if I fuck with it or not. If I see that it meets the guidelines, and you know what I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it, I'll post it, and we'll do square business. You send the payment, I got you on the SoundCloud repost. If you send me the YouTube link, I'll share it to my subscribers instantly. And then if you got the Spotify, the SoundCloud, I'll tweet it on my story. I'll tweet it, and that's all done like on my phone and shit, right? So if you want some exclusive shit like interviews, YouTube uploads, like we'll do business. But as far as everything goes, I'm not biased, or how do you say, like I don't discriminate.
Right.
Like I don't just post Mexicans. I post whatever. You know what I mean? People have their opinions,
Right.
and I understand. because that's perspective. Like what people see, I don't have that point of view. You know what I mean? So I'm open to anybody's opinion.
Do you think that us blogs in the city deserve to get paid? Because they'll quick to go send a payment to, you know what I'm saying, to people from out of town, but it's from us like, nah, man. Like, they don't even want to pay us 25, $30, you know what I mean?
Right.
For that. It's a
Okay, look, let's touch on that. Let's touch on the business side of the blogs. Okay. From a rapper's perspective, let's say he got 100 SoundCloud followers.
right.
Uh, okay, so he comes on my page. I'm looking at not even 3.5K.
Right.
Okay, but you got to understand those followers aren't active all the time.
Right.
So that 3.5K, like I could show you the analytics, and there's certain times of the day where it's okay to post and everybody's gonna have their phone in their hand, but all my 3,000 followers ain't looking at my shit.
Right.
I'm getting people that's not following me on my shit.
Right.
So, what you're paying for is from a person with 100 followers on IG, 100 followers on Twitter, 100 followers on SoundCloud. When you look at it that, you get your money's worth.
Right.
Okay? Now, if you got more followers than me, it looks good on both of us.
Right.
Because your followers are seeing that somebody else is looking at your shit.
Right.
Whether or not you got your own fan base, like say you got your fan base. Okay, yeah, you got your fan base, but are they sharing your shit? So when they see me sharing your shit, they're gonna share that post.
Hold on.
If they fuck with you. That's not guaranteed though. So nothing's guaranteed. I could tweet, I could post some garbage. It could be, it all depends on how your shit looks. If you send me a good clip with animation, or whether it's a music videos are gonna get more views automatically.
Right.
So the only thing I can guarantee is if you posted me a song, you're not gonna get your money's worth. If you give me a video, that'll look better.
Right.
But okay, say they're looking at this 30-second clip of the song. I'm gonna show you where to get it. You can get it on SoundCloud, you can get it on Spotify, or wherever you're gonna listen to it. But it's all about the attention you grab in that first 15. So I can do my job. Okay, so when you said, should we get paid? So I'm looking at your page.
Right.
You about to hit 3K. Okay, you stay consistent, right? So that 3K, it depends, because there's all types of artists in the city, man.
Right.
There's people with active fan base, and there's people without. But the traction that it gets you, like SoundCloud, the repost, I'll basically do that for free.
Right.
Like I'll tell you right now, if you actually shopping with me, I'm gonna, cause you know it yourself. Like how many part of the day are you actually on SoundCloud? You're gonna be on Spotify or YouTube, right?
Right.
Okay, so my little 500 really ain't gonna do shit. So I'll basically say it right now. I'll do that for free.
Right.
So, but we building a business relationship with these people.
Right.
So I always keep it 100. You know what I mean?
But the reason that I ask that, because they'll be quick to, they'll be quick to throw. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like hold on, Mr. Key, we'll get to you in a second. Like I get it. They're bigger brands, but it's like we've been with y'all from the beginning. Y'all can't chunk us a little. You know what I'm saying? A little 25 piece. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but see, like to me, when I started, it wasn't about the money,
right,
because I was doing it myself,
right,
and I've been in their shoes, so I could see where they're at. But there's two types of artists. There's artists that just don't give a fuck about their craft, and they just throw out their music and be like, okay, if I get love, I get love. If not, fuck them. And there, you can have that attitude and still blow, because if you just don't give a fuck, it's kind of better.
right.
If you don't give a fuck, you constantly dropping bam, bam. And then one song might pop. And that one song pop, you have to recreate that again.
All right.
So
Let's go in the comments. Mr. Key wants to know why we only post stuff with guns, money holes, lyricism.
yeah,
Well, for me, I for the most part I post lyrical artists, right? Now, when you talk about that thing about the climate of music we're in today, right? What's selling? So as a blogger, as blogs, we could post somebody that's like a J. Cole or somebody that makes music on that level, right? But if we posted, for example, right, what people are gonna want to listen to? Are they gonna want to listen to Back in Blood, or are they gonna want to listen to some Kendrick Lamar? The generation now that's coming up, they're gonna want to hear the Lil Durks. They're gonna hear the Pooh Shiesties. You know what I'm saying? So I could post the lyrical MCs. They just don't get as much traction on our channel like that. I'm just
yeah,
being honest. Like,
yeah. Look, I saw that. Saint Mixed It. Have you heard of him? Saint Mixed It,
yeah,
engineer.
yeah,
So he's been in this shit since before anybody. Like Saint Mixed It, Big Tex Johnny. Like I say anybody, I'm talking about this generation.
right.
There's another generation, like you got Live Bola, and then when Third Degree, King Khalid, Big Roddy, uh when after that, after the Swisher House era and all that shit ended, we had early coming up, like Rich been in it for a while.
Hold,
I'm trying to think who I'm missing, like
hold,
who came after.
hold on.
uh
Hold on 1 second. Nah, I'm not saying it's about the money. I'm saying it's what the I'm saying it's what's hot. You know what I mean? I post
yeah,
lyrical artists on my platform a lot. You know what I mean? But again, so I'll use an artist for example, right? Let me just use I'll use a Robbie Raps. I just posted Robbie Raps today, right? Robbie Raps is dope. You know what I mean? He's the good MC. You know what I'm saying? Got bars, right? But if I post somebody like an Izzy on the channel or Trap a lot, people gonna be in tune more because that's what's in now. You know what I mean? So it's not on us; it's what the people decide. We can post whatever, but it's about what gives them more. You know what I'm saying? It's about what the people
yeah.
want at the end of the day.
Okay, so what I was saying about Saint Mixed It, there was an article in the San Antonio Express News that said that San Antonio was the worst music city.
Yeah, I seen.
Uh, so in the comments they were going crazy on that. What they said was there was this dude that makes music. He basically his genre of music is basically for himself. So the San Antonio music scene, you got all types of fans. You got country music, you got Tejano, you got
Right.
Spanish. There's all types of genres. But if you don't make music for the people, like, why would you get mad if they don't fuck with it? Like, if you're rapping about shit that they can't relate, I understand you want to sound like J. Cole, Boom, or whatever, but that sound right now in San Antonio really ain't popping.
Yeah.
And if you could be the first artist to make it pop, no doubt, you know what I mean. But it's just if you pay, you're willing to invest, will post it. You know what I mean. But we ain't gonna waste time posting shit that's gonna get 50 plays, like out of like a genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like I was gonna. That brings up another topic, man. When you go to post artists, it's genuine. Like when you pick and choose, it's not about pick and choose. It's about if you actually fuck with that artist. Like if you want to post who you want to post, you make your own page. And people have actually done that.
Yeah.
Like no shit. You know what I mean? You can make your own page and do your own thing. But I do square business, man. I don't turn people away. I try to have a good approach, but sometimes I can catch myself like if I'm on the other side of the phone, I realize, you know what I mean, how people could get that perspective about me
Right.
as a person. Like it's nothing personal. Like I try not to get personal with it. I could give you my honest opinion, and I won't tell you, look, I'm not gonna post it. I'll really tell you. You send the payment, I'm gonna post you. and people get salty about a punk ass $25.
You know,
And for the longest, I was $15 for the longest, bro. I only raised my price because I saw this fool with a 900 followers. He made his own blog. I don't know if it was his personal page and then turned it to a blog or whatever, right? So I don't know who it is, but that motherfucker was charging $40 a post, or some shit, right? So I was like, man, if this fool charging 40, but look, I gotta be honest. Your page, you got the graphics, you got the animation. Like you could put, I saw how you do it. Like you could put the picture of the artist on this side. You could put the video. That gives you more of your money's worth. I understand. When you branding, you got the logos. You could put your little stamp on it. Like I understand that from an artist standpoint. You know what I mean? That's good. And yeah, so his page had like graphics and he'll, you know what I mean, have little effects on it. So when you're good at computer, that's gonna help. You know what I mean? When you're making your own blog, and this is advice to anybody trying to start your own blog. Like we are not in competition, man.
Nah.
Like I fuck with views.
Yeah.
And we could come up together. I was gonna like, how do you say, a business proposal, and we could talk about that later. But
yeah.
But on some real shit, we're touching on another topic that we both have the capabilities to push one artist. Like, say we push an artist for a month straight. Like, we're not talking about followers. We're talking about like actual engagement. Like, if they fuck with you, they're gonna fuck with you.
I'm actually working on that right now with an artist. I'm trying
to lock in with an artist who wants to drop music videos on my page or even singles on my page, and we'll promote you and shit like that. Like, I wanted to ask you, what are your plans for your page, like in the long
run? Really, just honestly, just diversity. Like, I like on covering news. You know what I'm saying? News topics. So that's what I need to step up. And really just branch, you know what I'm saying, continue branching out of the city as well as out of the state. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with a lot of people, a lot of blogs from Dallas, like saying like they've been kind of checking out the, you know what I'm saying, San Antonio from like Dallas Global, like Real Tune and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of, so, you know, they're finding about San Antonio. So that's really the long run. And then too, I want to expand it and do different stuff. Like, you know, start a podcast, you know what I'm saying? Just really just, you know what I'm saying? Cause we got to do different things. Like, that's why I start doing the interviews, you know what I'm saying? So like for you, you got the capability, start throwing some shows, you know what I mean? Like, that's another, you know what I mean? Cause you have the brand for it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think you can do it, you know what I mean? And, you know, like, I want to start managing artists and for the label. So really, I'm trying to do it all.
Yeah, see, I've had a lot of ideas with my shit, and those are some good ideas too. Since me, my personality, I mean, like, I'm more kind of low, behind the scenes. Really, I'm a family person. You know what I mean? I just be with my family, but this is my hobby,
right?
/ hustle,
right?
So y'all gotta understand. You know what I mean? But that would be dope, man. I think if y'all threw some shows, that would be good. It's just that the venues we got, you know what I mean? I think there's only like one or two. I mean, you could put at a hood spot or a bar or whatever, but like if I was to ever throw a show, I would either want it to be at Paper Tiger or fucking, what's the other one? Midnight Swim.
Yeah.
I would throw a show there.
I mean,
but
yeah.
Right now, what I'm focused is growing on my YouTube channel, man. What I've been doing is taking SoundCloud hits or slept on underground or rare collabs and throwing them on my channel.
Oh, okay.
And so let's see if I get copyright strike or something. But I should be all good, you know what I mean? I got the Hoodlum interview. I got a little clips on there. And so what are what are your thoughts on you fuck with the few community
Yeah. I fuck with the food community.
or like Real Tune TV? You said
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on that whole gauntlet shit?
I I mean, I personally I like the Gauntlet because this is from the reason I like the Gauntlet is because Real Tune has a big following, a large.
Yeah,
They're right now outside of Say Cheese is the hottest blog.
man. Did you know they lost their page recently again?
Yeah, but I thought it was good because this is a person. This is a page with a big ass platform. They didn't have
Yeah, they got the YouTube.
they didn't have to cover San Antonio. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Now as far as the matchups, like they had put Yonzo against Hula, you know what I'm saying? I that wasn't fair. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That wasn't. But I like the idea because it was basically showing who really supports who.
yeah.
Um,
It started a discussion. You know what I mean?
Now, but what I didn't like was artists getting in their feelings. You know what I mean? It's like this is the music business. At the end of the day, like you gotta have tough skin to you know what I mean? Like it's a gauntlet, bro. Like y'all crying about, you know what I'm saying, who won or who had more votes or who should have been like at the end of the day, man, y'all gotta build y'all's own following. You know what I'm saying? Build your fan base. Like stop crying. And this is another thing too. Y'all for you
Yeah,
artists who talking about y'all are slept on this and that, what are y'all doing to make us engage? If I go on your Instagram right now, I don't see no music. I don't see if I just see a bunch of concert flyers and you ain't dropped no music, like I'm not finna pay attention to you. Yeah, that's another thing too. Some of y'all are too busy. Y'all want to get on shows, get on shows, get on shows, get on shows. Y'all want to pay for all these shows or the shows. Like y'all not investing no money into your music. Like it's cool y'all want to pay for these slots, but y'all could be freaking releasing videos. Izzy drop freaking back to back videos. You know what I'm saying? So if he could do it, y'all could do it. It's about being in their face consistent at all times. You know what I mean? Like
fact.
and Sway Jack's on here. Sway Jack shares a song from 2 years ago. He's still sharing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Somebody's gonna listen to it. So
straight up.
at the end of the day, it's about being consistent. Like you're probably one of the most consistent blogs in the city, more consistent than me.
Yeah,
Like you're always,
man.
and that's why the people are engaged with you because you're in our face. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I try to post at least 3 times a day, man. But I remember, I don't know if it was this year or a couple months back. I was in a slump. Like I didn't really post a lot. Uh, at first I was posting the memes and shit for a while, and then TikTok came out, and I kind of took advantage of the TikTok. I got more followers on TikTok, but like I get the views, but I don't get the comments for some reason.
Yeah, that's the. I mean, at the end of me, I don't care about the comments. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody's seeing it. So you know what I mean. For me,
Right.
it's. I mean, even a lot of my interviews too. Like I have more views than comments, and that's fine with me because you know what I'm saying. At the end of the day, as long as somebody's watching, that's all I care about at the end of the day.
But TikTok is crazy because it all it takes is like little 7 seconds or 15 seconds, and that shit'll go viral. Or like it depends on what you post, really. You know.
So so we talked about like basically breaking an artist, kind of working with one particular. You got somebody in mind that you working on right now?
Shit. Really. Southside Swaggy.
Oh, okay.
Uh. SS
Yeah,
Swaggy.
yeah, 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 yeah. I met Swag. Yeah.
That fool. He's a young artist out the South Side. I think he's for the young generation. Uh. Since Izzy took off, you know what I mean? I think all it takes is that formula of consistency, like you said. If it takes shooting one video a week, right, and just
And
drop that
if you can
bitch,
afford it, and if you can afford it, yeah.
right? Well, yeah, like you say, man, you got to invest in it.
Yep.
So if it takes going and get you a regular job or do something, because a video gonna run you a decent like 300 if you want it to be professional. You know what I mean?
Right.
uh like the controversy about our price like really like I don't get it. You know what I mean? Because it ain't shit.
Yeah, you know, but and this is another thing, artists, man, don't be afraid to work a 9 to 5. Like I got like you know what I'm saying, like views isn't my full time thing. Like I'm just keeping 100. Like you know what I'm saying, I have a regular job that I invest. You're saying my interviews and stuff
Yeah,
like that. That stuff I invest in. I'm taking that money from my you know what I'm saying because it's long term. So don't be afraid to get a job if you have to invest. Because I mean this music thing costs money. You know what I mean? I mean,
yeah,
some of us are going to spend more money than we're making money. That's just how it is at the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, and y'all also got to get creative of finding ways to make money from the music. Like, y'all not finna make money from Spotify and Apple Music like that. Like, I don't know if y'all
it's
know,
hard.
but Spotify probably only pays like point
I think the quickest way, like it ain't streaming, but the quickest way to probably capitalize is merch, probably.
merch, and then also like I didn't seen a bunch of artists. Who was it? Like I use Kanye for example, right? But use Kanye for example, right? Kanye didn't put Hit Down the Two out on any platforms. He got that stem play. It was two hundred
Yeah,
dollars, but he made
yeah.
he made more money.
That's a quick lick right there. If somebody would drop like, I understand putting your music video on YouTube and shit, but like you could hand out. I mean, not hand out, but people start makes physical copies again, man. That'd be good.
There's a few like Lil Yoda still sell physical copies. Like and people
Yeah, but like some people look at it different because it's the technology. You know what I mean?
I mean, but it's also good to have that because there's still like for me, I still go to DVD Exchange to go buy DVDs. You see,
Shit, hell yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping 100. So there's still that fan base. You want to try to reach as many people. There's some people that still to buy the CDs. You know what I mean? It's because look,
Yeah,
for example, right? I don't know what Yoda's making off CDs, right? But let's just say he's selling them for 10 a pop. He sells 100. He's gonna make more money off those CDs versus what he's gonna make off of 100 streams. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's really about there's ways to make money, and then some of y'all too put together your own show. Like you know what I mean? Like put
Look,
together.
I got these fucking blank CDs from the thrift store. I could like burn up somebody's mixtape right here.
There's a there's an artist named Banco from New Braunfels. Uh, he he had physical copies of his album before it came out. He sold them for $50 a pop. You know what I mean? Like
I could throw somebody music video on this bitch and pass that bitch out like at the liquor store or like the gas station. You know what I mean?
you
Be like, the people that ride around with screens and shit. They'll play this on their whip.
shit. Just Latino still sell CDs at the West Side spot. Like
Straight up, man.
you know what I'm saying? So there's ways to make money from the music as an independent artist. You just gotta think outside the box and you know what I'm saying, outside the norm.
Yeah. And y'all let me know whose mixtape I should throw on here, man. What artist would you lock in with?
Ooh, right now, I'm shit. Probably there's a few, but right now he keep changing his damn name. But he was Aqua Low Life, but EXO dead homie. Um,
Oh, okay.
I see some. I see some.
Yeah, he just recently dropped.
Yeah, I see some potential. Um, in him. There's a few artists that I will lock in with. Like for me, it has to start off with the relationship first. You know what I mean? It has to be that relationship first, and then it from there it has to see the determination and you know what I'm saying, the work ethic, how serious they are about what they're doing.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Shit, I appreciate you joining my live, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
What what other topics can we discuss, man? Like,
You know what? Let's ask the people in the comments, man. What y'all want to discuss?
Are we getting any?
Any comments? I don't see nothing right now.
Shit. So we got Izzy, we got Hoodlum, we got Rich. In the interview, they were talking about Blake. Blake ain't really dropped shit, right?
Blake don't. Well, a lot of people don't know that Blake don't like Blake. Blake don't do music no more. Like he's
No shit.
yeah,
But he never really officially announced it. Like said,
yeah,
like put it on Instagram and said I'm done or nothing.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
he's
But he didn't take his music down, did he?
nah. He's doing. He got like other businesses. I'm not gonna speak on what he has. You know.
Right. He fell back and fucking
Yeah,
got a role and he's doing his shit.
yeah. He's doing. J Bass says the overrated and underrated. So that's a good. That's a good. I mean, we got a lot of outside of Izzy and them, like the normal guys and stuff. There's some dope artists who is like really doing some dope shit, like
Yeah.
7098. Like what I'm saying, he's doing his thing. You got
Yeah, he shot the video outside of Midnight Swim. I saw that.
you got guys like Stilo Jordan and Ominous the Monster. They had a dope album release fucking party at the dive bar and had like people showed, what I'm saying, and showed up. So it's it's some artists who don't have the views that's really like that's putting in some work. But artists like those, they have to really like they have to figure out another route. Like they don't they can't just pop off in the city like that. You know what I mean? So there's some underrated artists for sure that's really putting together some shit.
Shit, have you heard of this fool on the east side?
Yeah.
This one he slept on too.
Give me a Pyrex, give me a whiz. Throw me in the kitchen, let me work my wrist. Try some stupid bitch, I send a blitz. I don't know what happened, just know he got hit. When we walk down, guarantee won't miss. My brown egg collar.
Hey, Theo shot this, man. He look like besides Hoodlum, he putting on for the city too. Theo shot this since he linked up with Sauce Walker last year.
What do y'all think of Mike Dimes? Shit, you know what? I like Mike Dimes. That's another artist who, what I'm saying, that's another artist who was able to, what I'm saying, build his fan base, what I'm saying, like, and now he going on, he got his own tour, so what I'm saying, I fuck with Mike.
I think he moved out the tour, right?
Shit, I don't really know. I just heard about him, but shit, man, like, what I'm saying, he's doing his thing for sure. I mean, to make rap caviar's like top 10 artists to look out for, like that's big. Like rap caviar is the biggest playlist like to get on, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I think you heard of Ryu Loaded?
Yeah, fuck with Ralu Loaded. Yeah, he doing his thing.
Yeah, he next up too to blow up too.
Yeah, Ralu. Yeah, I'm definitely tuning in.
I think this one might be signed to somebody or something.
Nah, he's who? Mike Dimes?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if he is signed. He's not signed to nobody major. He might be signed.
Yeah, because he doing numbers too.
Yeah, he's doing numbers, but I heard he start like build his way off of TikTok.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, somebody was telling me he popped off of TikTok. So I mean that's another artist as well to, you know what I'm saying, like sometimes you don't have to depend on the city to build your fan base. You just got to keep pushing. You know what I mean? Because
there's all different routes to it. You know, you can take that route and get known outside of your city. You know what I mean?
It depends on what you want to do as an artist. There's some artists who don't care about being known, and
yeah, exactly.
In their city, like Russ didn't blow up in the city. Russ blew up. You know what I'm saying? Elsewhere.
Where's he from? Nobody even knows, right?
I forgot shit, but I seen an interview where, you know what I'm saying, like for example, like when Yella Beezy was coming up, Dallas wasn't fucking with Yella Beezy like that until he started people elsewhere was playing his music, and then the city, you know what I mean? So like there's prime examples of you don't always have to have your city's acceptance, you know what I mean? Like pay that
Yeah.
promo. And that's another thing too. Like a lot of these artists, like they a lot of these artists, like I said, back to they don't want to pay us the 25 or 15, wherever it is. Do y'all do know that it takes 250,000 to like break your record to blow it up?
Yeah.
250,000. So just think about that when how serious y'all are. Like you're gonna have to pay for fucking Breakfast Club interviews. You know what I'm saying? That you're gonna have to pay to like your PR team is gonna handle like that shit costs. That shit costs money. Like these billboards, these billboards that you see in Times Square with these artists and stuff like that, that stuff costs money. Like, you know what I mean? That's
Hell
what that budget, your label gives you that budget for. You know what I mean? So you can, you know what I mean? You put that money to use. Like,
yeah. Hoodlum signed a deal, I think, with Empire, right?
no, he's partnered up with.
Or he,
He's out of that deal. He's partnered
yeah,
with.
he's out.
He's partnered. He has a partnership with Davies Entertainment here in the city.
Right.
They have a like Davies has a boxing company. They also had a label.
It's like an investor, right?
Yeah, it's a silent. It's like a silent partner. So
Yeah.
they have the.
But that's what it takes, man. It takes a team. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like I said, yeah, man. Yeah, don't pay that promo. Like don't be afraid to get flyers printed out and go pass them out with your social media. Like the social media is cool, but you still want to put that legwork in. Like it's only so much you can do behind the computer or the phone.
Yeah, hell yeah. San Antonio is one of the most slept on rap cities, man. Like
It's not that.
I don't know
It,
what
it
it is about it.
it's not that. We haven't gave people a reason to come check out San Antonio. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Yeah, I fuck with BJ.
Yeah,
Goddamn. Yeah, I fuck with BJ. Goddamn. BJ's been on my page. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot. But shit. What were we saying? Damn. What the fuck?
yeah, a lot of artists left the city, man. Like once they blow up, they dip out.
Well, and you don't necessarily have to leave the city. I think you have to network outside of the city. I mean, it depends on, you know what I mean? If you want to, there's some artists who want to leave the city because they got a lot of shit
Right,
going on and they need to
right,
move out.
right.
But if you're not really in those,
That's true.
yeah, if
Yeah,
you're not really in those cities, so you don't have to, you don't have to leave the city. You know what I'm saying? You could still, you just got to network. Like networking is everything. No matter what business you're in, if you work for McDonald's, if you work for Walmart, I don't care what business, networking is you know what I'm saying, is what's going to get you further. Like that's where it starts.
yeah,
The relationship building. You know what I'm saying? Once you build the relationships and stuff like that, you know what I mean, it's going to open up a lot more doors. You know what I mean?
straight up.
Like,
It all depends on like, because there's different type of artists. You know, there's artists that their goal is actually, I want to make it, I want to blow up. This is what I want to do. You can do it as a hobby as well, and just still be like, I don't know if you're gonna be a trapper on the side and just do it for fun, or like, you know what I mean? Because really, I think you have a better chance blowing up when you don't care about the outcome.
yeah.
You know what I mean? When you're constantly like, oh, I want to have a million views, I want to do this. Just do it. Just put your music out and just keep rocking. You know what I mean?
Like, I mean, like, and I stopped worrying about numbers, like, for my interviews, right? Because there's some interviews where I will, you know what I'm saying, I've hit, you know what I'm saying, 1,000 or hundreds in less than a week. And then there's some that barely break over 200. So it's not stop, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's not worrying about what it's going to do. Just put it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm
See, because I don't want to. I didn't know what kind of a content I was gonna put out. You know. But like for you, what other stuff you want to put on your channel?
saying? Like just stuff from shows, you know what I'm saying? Live
Recaps.
interviews from shows. Probably, just like I said, talking about mainstream media content, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
just really breaking outside. But this sense, like, it's really well. I mean, I put 2 people on my team, but you know what I'm saying, like that's another topic for, you know what I'm saying, that's
Yeah.
outside. But so it's only so much that I could do for, you know what I'm saying, the brand. Like, you know, like I'm trying to, you know, like I work an overnight job, so
Yeah, straight up.
there's only so much I'm able to do. So like there's been days where I've had to go shoot interviews like at fucking 8 o'clock. I gotta go back home, go to sleep, make
Hell
sure,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, I'm getting enough sleep for work. So I just,
Yeah.
like I said, I
Yeah,
just,
it takes dedication,
yeah,
man. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's I've been doing, like I said, I've been doing views for 4 years, you know what I mean? And it
Yeah, you've been in it for a minute.
don't get me wrong, there's my days where I'm like, fuck this shit, I want to quit, but like
Yeah.
nothing comes, like, you know what I'm saying, nothing's gonna come overnight. Like, you got to really put in the dedication.
Yeah, exactly. It's a slow grind, bro. Like these pages that come up, you got Dallas Blog, you got Say Cheese, what else? What was it? Real Tune.
Yeah,
The blog, like there's more than San Antonio. You gotta there's another audience. You know what I mean?
like, for example, like Say Cheese really blew up in Dallas Fort Worth, and now this dude is interviewing some of the biggest. Like,
Yeah.
he just did an interview with the dude, the voice of Franklin from GTA 5. You know what I mean? Like,
Damn, that's
he
crazy.
you know, he went from interviewing Yella Beezy, Trap Boy Freddy, Mo 3, you know what I'm saying, Go Yayos, to he's able to get interviews with DJ Drama and be on Vlad TV. You know what I'm saying? So it's, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's a grind. Like,
Like my channel, like my goal, I'm trying to be like Half Pine Films, but for San Antonio. Cause he's like based out of what, Dallas or Fort Worth?
yeah, Fort Worth.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like I'm trying to turn my page. I want people to be like, oh, okay, I want to listen to San Antonio music. Go to this page. You know what I mean? And they can discover other artists, and you know what I mean.
But
Fuck with them.
But the reason Half Pint was able to do that, because he started shooting videos. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
He
He's a director himself.
yeah. So he had an easier time doing that because he already had a name from shooting the videos. From
Yeah, straight up.
now he was able to do that. And you see what I'm saying? So that's why he's able.
Yeah, he did that shit.
He don't even have to shoot videos. I don't even think he rarely shoot videos now, because he's able to get paid off of people uploading there. And that's another thing too. Artists, like, stop being in the rush to go upload y'all videos on these YouTube channels and thinking that, like, I mean, if you're gonna do it, do it. But again, don't be dependent like you're gonna pop off of those other YouTube channels. Like, man, like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, unless you have a situation like Ace and Hoodlum have, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's you know what I'm saying,
Yep.
that's their duo. But if you're depending on getting signed, or like, I mean, just don't put your all into that thing, and you're gonna get something that, like, I mean, it's good for the exposure and stuff like that, but don't be afraid to build your own YouTube channel from the ground. Like, not everything has to be, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah, on a big platform. You
yeah,
know what I
not
mean?
everything has to be quick, like, okay, bam, like, nah, like,
Yeah, I think like for if you got a single and you know it's gonna pop, it's better to put it on your channel because you get all that back. You know what I mean?
and speak.
But if you're trying to, if it's your first track or whatever, and you want to get people to notice you, you know what I mean? That's one way to go. It's a lot of routes to take.
I mean, you can put it on, and look, that's a good thing that you said that to a lot of people know. Like, Yella Beezy's "That's On Me" record, he didn't get none of the YouTube revenue from it because he dropped it on Half Pint's channel.
No shit.
Yeah, because Half Pint shot it, so he dropped it on even Mo 3's "Everybody" with Boosie, right? Him and his team didn't get no money from that video because he dropped it.
Yeah, it's a risk, bro. It's like a risk. You know what I mean? It's a good and a bad.
He dropped it on, I think he dropped it on Dat Piff. I mean, he made more money performing it, but you know what I'm saying, it's kind of like, it's pros and cons to doing that. Like, if that song does take off, you know what I'm saying, you have it on somebody else's channel, unless y'all have a contract to where, you know what I'm saying, y'all set up agreement that, hey, or get that. But 9 out of 10,
Straight up.
there's no paperwork in it, so it's a risk. You know what I mean? It's a win and a loss. I mean, some good can come from it, and some bad can come from it. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how you look at the situation.
Yeah, it's 50-50. Hell yeah. Shit, who else we got? Rex got banned.
Yeah,
That's when he dropped.
yeah. But for me, I've been trying to tap in with a lot of the underdogs lately too, because it's some people out here that's making some dope ass music that don't have
Yeah, yeah.
that they don't have the exposure. So I try to use my platform to we got a lot of dope artists in the city who don't have the big followings. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, real slept on.
yeah, there's a lot, and it's not that they're slept on. It's more of the people just who's some SA rappers on the come up. I mean, man, I could name shit. Like, I could name. There's a lot of motherfuckers out here. Like, really, just the best way to find out is really just to tap into the blogs. Like, from local showcases are that's and that's another thing. The local shows are good, but sometimes y'all got to be careful of how many shows y'all are doing, because there's certain artists, right? I'd be like, man, I'm not gonna want to see them because they're performing. They just perform like so. Now,
Back to back.
if you're doing the same venue, there's no people coming up, then you know what I'm saying, it's kind of wasting your time. Now, if you're doing multiple venues and stuff like that, different audiences, then so you really it just kind of you know what I'm saying, just so I mean the local shows are good, but I'm not knocking them because I put together something, but it's more of just how you're gonna do it. Like, people don't gravitate towards other music out here besides trap music. I mean,
Look at that fool. That was that fool Zay.
Oh yeah, Karma.
Yeah, free karma.
There's some artists out here that have their own secret cult followers, like P2 the Gold Mask. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Yeah, he came up on SoundCloud. He did some numbers, really.
yeah, there's a bunch, just people don't know about them like that. You know what I mean?
Shit, P2 did a song with Lil Peep.
Performing 5 times a month ain't right. Yeah, like, and then two artists, like, stop letting these promoters take advantage of can you mute it real quick? That's another thing.
Yeah, I got you.
Artists, stop letting these promoters take advantage of y'all, especially you want to come perform this and that. Like, what a lot of these promoters are doing at the, you know what I'm saying, they're basically charging to get in, and they're not breaking the artist. And J Bad's on here, you know what I'm saying? J Bad did a show for me. I let them sell tickets, you know what I'm saying, that to make their money, you know what I mean? Like, and then I'll probably get a certain percentage after they sell a certain amount. You know what I mean? That's the correct way to, like, let's put these artists in a position to make money. Like, for me, I'm not finna rob no artist. Like, nah, like, you know what I'm saying? So y'all put y'all foot down when it comes to these shows, man. Like, tell these promoters, like, you want me to perform? Pay me $50, like 60, if you really want me to perform. Like, really go in there with a business mindset and negotiate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I said, yeah, J Bad's here, and you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't sell a lot of tickets, whatever money that he made, you know what I'm saying, I let him keep. You know what I mean? Like, y'all really got on there and go negotiate with these promoters. Like, stop performing at these bars every freaking Friday night. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's okay if you want to do 5 shows a year. That's fine, because people are most likely going to go want to see you because they don't see you out a lot. You know what I mean? Like,
straight up.
Like, Lil Baby doesn't even do shows in Atlanta. A certain amount.
That fool charges $1 million a show, right?
Yeah, like, he does, but he probably does like one show like a year. You know what I'm saying? Even there was a point where Blake's like has stopped. Like he was like he's only trying to do
Stop
one
doing
show with
shows.
essay a year. Like you know what I'm saying? Like people are gonna pop. People, yeah, less. They're gonna be like, okay, I haven't seen him. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen him.
Yeah,
He doesn't come that often. So he doesn't perform that often. So I'm gonna go, you know what? I'm gonna go see him. Like, but I mean, anything that we schooling y'all is not that we're knowing. Well, like I don't know everything, but I can tell you what I do know, you know what I'm saying, and what could probably, you know what I'm saying, what can help you in the long run. Like just find different formulas to really set yourself apart as an artist. You know what I mean? Like your page is different from mine. You know what I mean? Like you post some stuff that I don't post. You know what I mean? And that's fine
yeah,
because at the end, there's people who probably like Off the Dome more than views or views more than Off the Dome, or there's people who like Waves Movement or like Loud City. You know what I'm saying? Like it's about really building your own audience. You know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah, it's a different perspective, man, and it tripped me out a couple of times how people view my page. You know what I mean? I've gotten mixed opinions. You know what I
I mean,
mean?
you're gonna get there's people got mixed opinions on my page, so you're gonna get that. Like, uh, Charlie Boy and Kirk Cobain, you know what? Yeah, and from the promoters aspect, I get it because, and I got an interview with that boy playing what we're talking about that. Like the reason we don't get a lot of these big shows, you know what I mean, that other cities get, is because the people here they don't want to pay. You know what I mean? So the promoters, you got to think. So for example, right, it's gonna cost probably 300,000 to get Lil Baby. So the promoters are gonna have to charge a certain amount for tickets, and you got to think. There's the venue they got to pay for it. They got to pay security. You know what I'm saying? There's insurance. There's a lot of stuff they have to pay for to even, you know what I mean, to make their money back. So that's why we don't get. Now, a promoter, he could book I'll use an example, Busy Bone, right? There's one promoter who books Busy Bone. You know what I mean? Like freaking every year. But
Oh yeah,
he's able because he doesn't charge that much. He could charge the 25, you know what I'm saying, a ticket of $30 a ticket and make his profit from that. I mean, I don't like that to be booking the same people, but I get it, you know what I mean, for business wise. There's people who have that bag, but they're scared to take that risk. You know what I mean? And like I'm gonna be honest, like when me and Loud City did the show with Rich and Yonzo last year, I mean we barely, you know what I'm saying, we broke even, you know what I'm saying, but I didn't look at it as a loss, you know what I'm saying. It was looking like I know what I can do. So I mean it's
yeah.
kind of like there's some local shows who charge $7 to get in or whatever like that, but for me, like I could charge $15 to $20 a show because
Man, I saw flyers from that show everywhere, bro.
yeah,
In the hood.
yeah, I went to shit. I went to the Castellanos by myself, like a few times, and stopped by the store. Actually, stepped foot in there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's about putting the groundwork. Like I drove over, so it's, you know what I'm saying. Like I could charge $15 to $25 a show if I want to because I know what I can bring to the table. I'm going to give you a
Yeah.
different experience. I'm not going to give you the same artists who perform together every.
And how much it costs, or like a round amount, like low key, to rent a venue?
I mean, it depends on.
Just like a ballpark amount, you know what I mean?
It depends on when you go. Like, you know, like Epic Bar charges 75. I think Fitzgerald's is 150. Reptiles, we had got it for Reptiles. We had got it for 150 at that time. I think Paper Tiger is gonna be a little bit more. Rock Box. So it depends on, like I said,
Yeah.
it depends on which venue you want. For me, I always try to go for the venue that I know I can make profit off of top. You know what I mean?
Hey, but shit, look, I don't mean to cut you off. I just got the notification we running out of time.
All right, man.
But I appreciate you for joining, man. We're gonna do this more often.
Yeah, we'll probably do this like once a week or something.
Yeah, hell yeah. We'll link up. Every